Welcome back to part 2 of whatever the crap we're doing with the Civic. Started off with trying to siphon it, but didn't really work. I think it's got anti-siphon on it or something like that. So Jerry rigged this up. So this is an old fuel pump connected with some pipes into the tank, and it literally connected to my Milwaukee battery. It fires it into there. That's my first tank. That's my first can, and the current price is about £1.50 a litre. So there's 5 litres there, so that's £7.50 in that can. And it's going straight in the Mondeo. So one can down. I'd like to get at least 6 out of it. So £7.50 go, added to the total of what we've made so far. So I've just gone to put the first can into the Mondeo, and for whatever reason it refuses to let me put the nozzle of the jerry can in. I think it's because it's not wide enough and it's designed to set the wider nozzles. I'm sure the wider nozzles on the diesel pumps trigger some sort of locking mechanism to unlock it to allow you to put the nozzle in. For whatever reason, I can't do it. I actually can't put my jerry can in. So at the moment I've got one full jerry can that I can't put in. So I now need to figure out, it's just a lot of effort just for some free diesel. I now need to figure out how to actually get the diesel into the car before I can now get another can out of this one. Because I don't think I've got any more cans. If it looks stupid, but it works, then it ain't stupid. So there we have pipe connected to the fuel tank, connected to an old Wallerbrew fuel pump, connected to my M12 battery, sucking it out, put it into the jerry can. Filling up the jerry can, not mega fast, probably takes 5 minutes to fill a can, but I can live with that. Free fuel is free fuel after all. It's just mesmerising. And it's working a treat. You can see that jet coming out. I'm hoping you can see the jet coming out of there. It's just working so well. So one can down. We're now filling up the second one. I wonder how many we're going to get out of it. I'd like to get 6. I think 6 is a good number. 6 will be 30 litres. We'll see, won't we? We'll see. To keep an eye on my pump in case my battery might die for all I know. It's working well at this moment in time, so happy. Tank 2, or jerry can tank 2. That'll take us to 10 litres. That's 15 quid. Let's see how many more we can get. Like washing liquid gold. We're now filling tank 3. Tank 3! This is the third jerry can going in. This pulls up to £22.50. I've noticed my jerry can empties a lot faster when I hold it like this. Before, like the first one I held it on its side. That was a mistake. I'm currently filling up the 4th jerry can, and the fuel needle doesn't seem to have moved. It's still on like over 3/4, but that can't be right now, so I took 15 plus litres out. So I have a feeling the sender doesn't send a signal to the ECU until it's running or something like that. So I believe it's a 50 litre tank. I think there's 5 to 10 litres missing, so it has to have probably 40 litres left. So I think if I take 6 cans out of it, that gives me 30 litres and leaves 10 in for the new owner. Or I might risk it for a biscuit and do 7 cans. We shall see. We're on can 4 anyway. Let's keep going. It's not running dry yet. And because the way I've got it plumbed in, it's being sucked through there's the filter in the tank. So it's not the same as going through like the inline filter, but it's going through the filter in the tank. So I shouldn't be sucking any of the dregs up from the bottom. So that's hopefully a win-win all around. We'll see. We'll see. Free fuel. Number 4. That takes us up to 30 quid. 30 quid of fuel. For nothing. For now. Right. I connected it up to my M18 battery now, and it's sucking it out faster, but there's a hell of a lot of air in the pipe. This is only jerry can 5. No good. We'll see what happens. This can 5 is taking a long time. There's so much more air in the pipe than there is fuel. So I think if I can get this one full and it's 2/3 full, I might call it a quit at 5, because I've already been on this one nearly 15 minutes. So either way, that'll put me at 25 litres. That's what, 37.50 plus me £4.10. I'm already on 15 minutes and we're judging at the ball. I've got at least another 10 to go. 25 minutes for one can. Yeah, that'll be the end of pulling out the fuel. Then we'll move on to just trying to clean this car up. It's now got a flat battery because it's not been moved in a week, a couple of days. So Chris said it only lasts like a week or so. So I'll have to charge the battery at some point. Clean it. We'll clean the car next. We'll start hoovering out all the inside, see if we can tidy up that first and finish the outside last. I'm not doing an amazing job, but I think I can do a decent job with the inside, just with a hoover and a good rag. There's so much stuff here. There's so many BBs on the floor as well, because Chris likes to do airsofting. Apparently he must have got shot loads inside the car. And I thought the BMW was bad for nails. Where is it? Oh, this. It's still, I'm glad I've got gloves on. It's still got bits of stuff that holds it on. So the BMW had loads of little nails, and this has got one giant full nail. Lovely. Right, anyway, I will come back to you in about 6 years when this is full. It'll probably be the next day, to be fair. And can number 5. That's better for extra fuel, isn't it? That's it. I'm done trying to get fuel out of the car. I'll take that down. Someone's alarm's going off. Lovely. So off camera I have been tidying and hoovering, and I'll give it a wash. I didn't think you'd want to watch it because you watched it on the BMW where I did a better job. This is as best as I'm going to get it, best as I care to do it, but as you can see it's much better than it was. Can't even open the door. Is it somehow locked? How have I locked it? I've been polishing the headlights. There we go. There we are, look, it's much better than it was. Whilst hoovering around the driver's seat, I found myself another £2.51. So I'm up £6.61 in change in this car alone. You see, look, nice and tidy. I'll slam this boot lid. There we go. Again, just to wipe down the doors the best I can, you know, just to give it a bit of a wash. And obviously, driver's side, it's so much better than it was, but it's as much as I bothered to care to do. I did try and polish up the headlights. I do think they look a bit better than they were, but that's it really. So we managed to get that fuel out of the fuel tank. So 25 litres, that's whatever I said it was, £37.50. £6, what would I said, £6.61 in change. So I rolled it up to over 40 quid. Now I'm going to stick it on eBay at 99p, no reserve, and just let the bids go. And whatever happens, happens. I might get 50 quid, might get 100 quid. I'd like to at least get the scrap value. Or maybe it's just more because I'll have to pay freaking eBay fees. So that's it. Car is done. As much as I'm going to do with it. It's tidy. It's now time to sell it. eBay time. Oh yeah, I got it in the glove box as well. Can I get it in with a key? There's a lever to press. I pressed it with a screwdriver. Oh, there it is. So I got it in the glove box, and there's nothing in there now, but I found the MOT certificate and a piece of paper for a brake disc or something. So the MOT runs out in December. December the 21st. So we're only on 10th of August. I can't remember what it is. So there's still 4 months of MOT left on it, and it does start up. It had a flat battery. Is it gonna start up now? There we go. Starts up now. It's still saying it's got a lot of fuel in it. That fuel needle has not moved. I assume it might do after a bit of a drive, but yeah. Turn everything off. Everything's come on. I keep pressing everything. Yeah, so it does work. It does run. There's no lights on the dashboard or anything like that. It's just a bit noisy, a bit smoky too, and a bit stinky. But yeah, there we go. So that's the car. I'm gonna stick it on eBay now. Sell it. Well, it's 1 week later, and you'll see that the Civic is no longer behind me. And it's not in front of me either. The driveway is Civic free. The Civic sold on eBay. So I stuck it up at 99p. No reserve. To the garden. 99p, no reserve for a week. And then there was, I can't remember how many different bidders, but at least 10 different bidders. I had 6 or 7 offers of 350 quid, which I refused them all. I said I was going to let the auction run. And it was sort of like 200 quid at that point. But I thought, I'm going to get what I'm going to get. So I refused them all, and it ended up selling £410. I'll put a picture of the selling thing up now. It cost me 40 quid to list it, all in all. 25 quid to sell it, 15 quid to list it. So I made 370 quid on eBay, plus the fuel that we got back out of it at the £1.50 rate, and the change that we found. So we still made over 400 quid on that car from what we found and using the fuel and the actual money that we made. That was good. So that's the end of this little project, just because it was seeing how much money we could make, and the answer is 400 and, which I knew what the figure was, but the figure would be on the screen now, but it's over £400 from a car that was effectively going to the scrap. So, and it was sold spares or repairs. Sold as seen spares or repairs, and I think the guys that bought it want to sell it on anyway, but when they drove it down the street, because it had been stood for a week, the battery was flat, so I had to jump start it anyway. It stunk of burning diesel and oil, and then when they booted it down the street, the cloud of blue smoke behind it was bad. But I sold it spares or repair, so I never sold it as a fully running, working, driving car that's to be used on the road day in, day out. So 400 quid plus. And that leads me to my next project. Not a project, I take that back. My new daily. I haven't had a daily now for a year and a half. The Land Rover Discovery was the last daily that I had, and I've just put a deposit down on one, and I'm going to collect it in about a week's time. I've already started putting teasers up on Instagram and Facebook. It's a dream car of mine that I've always wanted for, well, I say always, for at least 10 years I've wanted one, and now I can warrant having one. Still got Dave, the MR2, and still got Alan, the van, and the Mondeo for the wife. So back to 4 cars, whole world being once I collect it. It's quick, it's practical, that's all I need to really say right now. But look out for the videos on that coming very soon. So last but not least, thank you very much for following the channel, and thank you to my Patreon supporters, Nick Haywood and Paul Newton. They've been supporting me on Patreon now for a couple of years. Links are below if you're interested in that. Bluudys is back. We are doing videos. I'm enjoying it. I'm doing them around Benjamin's feedings and nap times and stuff like that. But yeah, look forward to more videos coming soon. Everyone, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you soon. Take care.